Wednesday is the day of the week following Tuesday and before Thursday. According to International Standard ISO 8601 adopted in most Western countries, it is the third day of the week. In countries that use the Sunday First Convention, Wednesday is defined as the fourth day of the week. It is the fourth day of the week in the Judeo-Christian calendar as well, and was defined so in the ancient Mesopotamian and biblical calendars. The name is derived from Old English ʻwɛdənzdeɪ and Middle English Wednesdei, day of Wodanaz, ultimately a calque of dies Mercury, a day of Mercury. Wednesday is in the middle of the common Western 5-day workweek that starts on Monday and finishes on Friday. Etymology: see weekday names for more on naming conventions. The name Wednesday continues Middle English Wednesdei. Old English still had ʻwɛnzdeɪ, which would be continued as ʻwɛnzdi. By the early 13th century, the I-mutated form was introduced etymologically. The name is a calque of the Latin dies Mercurii, a day of Mercury, reflecting the fact that the Germanic god Wodan during the Roman era was interpreted as Germanic Mercury. The Latin name dates to the late 2nd or early 3rd century. It is a calque of Greek a 1/4 male 1/4 II plus or minus a 1/4 II 1/4 II HEMA. Copyright Raha Copyright RMOU, a term first attested, together with the system of naming the 7 weekdays after the 7 classical planets, in the Anthologiarum by Vetus Valens. The Latin name is reflected directly in the weekday name in Romance languages. Copyright RCURIS, Mercurii, Mercolida, Mia Copyright RCOLES, Mercury, Dimicas, Mercury or Mercury, dies Mercurii. The German name for the day, Mittwoch, replaced the former name Wōdnesdæg in the 10th century. The Dutch name for the day, Woensdag, has the same etymology as English Wednesday. It comes from Middle Dutch Wōdnesdæg, Wodensdag. Most Slavic languages follow this pattern and use derivations of the middle. The Finnish name is Keskiviikko, as is the Icelandic name, Mia Vikudega, and the Faroese name, Mikudega. Some dialects of Faroese have ʻwɛnzdeɪ, though, which shares etymology with Wednesday. Danish, Norwegian, Swedish onsdag. In Welsh it is died Mercha, meaning Mercury's day. In Japanese, the word Wednesday is ʻaoi, yen, sui ubai, meaning water day, and is associated with ʻy, Mercury, literally meaning water star. Similarly, in Korean the word Wednesday is aishai 1/4, also meaning water day. In most of the languages of India, the word for Wednesday is budava ⁻ var ⁻ meaning day, and bud being the planet Mercury. From Armenian, Georgian, and Tajik languages the word literally means as fourth from Saturday. Portuguese uses the word quarta-feira, meaning fourth day, while in Greek the word is tetati, meaning simply fourth. Similarly, Arabic ox plus or minus ol to the first o terahertz means fourth, Hebrew k unregistered trademark means fourth, and Persian uuo terahertz plus or minus ouom means fourth day. Yet the name for the day in Estonian komapa currency f, Lithuanian triadianis, and Latvian triadiana means third day, while in Mandarin Chinese ioya permil, means day 3, as Sunday is unnumbered. Religious observances. The creation narrative in the Hebrew Bible places the creation of the sun and moon on the fourth day of the divine work week. Quakers traditionally refer to Wednesday as fourth day to avoid the pagan associations that exist with the name Wednesday, or in keeping with the practice of treating each day as equally divine. The Eastern Orthodox Church observes Wednesday as a fast day throughout the year. Fasting on Wednesday and Fridays entails abstinence from meat or meat products, poultry and dairy products. Unless a feast day occurs on a Friday, the Orthodox also abstain from fish, from using oil in their cooking, and from alcoholic beverages. For the Orthodox, Wednesdays and Fridays throughout the year commemorate the betrayal of Jesus and the crucifixion of Christ. There are hymns in the Octoekos which reflect this liturgically. These include special theotokia called Stavlathiatokia. The dismissal at the end of services on Wednesday begins with these words, "May Christ our true God, through the power of the precious and life-giving cross." In Irish and Scottish Gaelic, the name for Wednesday also refers to fasting, as it is dar copyright car copyright a daon in Irish Gaelic and Isaarden in Scottish Gaelic, which comes from car copyright ad, first, and in, fasting, which means first day of fasting. In American culture, many Catholic and Protestant churches and some Jewish synagogues schedule study or prayer meetings on Wednesday nights. The sports calendar in many American public schools reflects this, reserving Mondays and Thursdays for girls' games and Tuesdays and Fridays for boys' games while generally avoiding events on Wednesday evening. Cultural usage: in Hindu mythology, Buddha is the god of Mercury, midweek Wednesday, and of merchants and merchandise. According to the Thai solar calendar, the color associated with Wednesday is green. In the folk rhyme Wednesday's child is full of woe, reciting the days of the week, Solomon Grundy was married on Wednesday. In Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day, the disagreeable nature of the weather is attributed to it being Wednesday. In Richard Brautigan's and Watermelon Sugar, Wednesday is the day when the sun shines grey. Wednesday Friday Addams is a member of the fictional family the Addams Family. Her name is derived from idea that Wednesday's child is full of woe. Additionally, Wednesday sometimes appears as a character's name in literary works. These include Thursday's fictions by Richard James Allen and Neil Gaiman's novel American Gods. In the 1945 John Steinbeck novel Sweet Thursday, the titular day is preceded by Lousy Wednesday. Wednesday is sometimes informally referred to as Hump Day in North America, a reference to the fact that Wednesday is the middle day or hump of a typical work week. Astrology: the astrological sign of the planet Mercury, represents Wednesdei dies Mercury to the Romans, with similar names in Latin-derived languages, such as the Italian Mercolida, the French Mercurii, and the Spanish Mia copyright Rcoles. In English, this became Wednesdei, since the Roman god Mercury was identified with Wodan in northern Europe. Named days: Ash Wednesday, the first day of Lent in the Western Christian tradition, occurs 46 days before Easter. Holy Wednesday, sometimes called Spy Wednesday in allusion to the betrayal of Jesus by Judas Iscariot, is the Wednesday immediately preceding Easter. References